The following content is for entertainment purposes only. All of the voices in this video and this disclaimer were generated using artificial intelligence and are not actual quotes of the persons depicted. This content is purely satirical and is in no way a political advertisement or contains any political bias. Viewer discretion is advised.
Barack, it's your episode, so don't you remember that you need to do the intro? I live off a steady stream of dementia pills, and even I remember that.
Mans is probably shitting his pants because he knows this is his last episode if he doesn't learn how to play the game again. Don't forget that he made the guarantee that if he loses 2 more Pokemon this episode, he'll take Bill's spot in the cloning lab and Clinton would rejoin the team.
The last thing he or anybody on this team needs right now is unnecessary pressure that could lead to a misplay. We all know that he was just frustrated with some of the comments and he didn't actually mean that. None of us should even remotely believe it. Just do your thing, Obama, and get us our 7th badge. And look, you even get to see your precious drone as the first Pokemon this episode. That's how you know things are going to be great for you today.
Oh, I meant what I said. This episode is dedicated to all the haters out there in the comments. This episode is dedicated to anyone who ever said I was a fraud in the Discord. This episode is going to be my best one yet. And while I apologize to my sweet drone, this is just one stepping stone on the way to glory. We know already this is the fire-type gym, and the hardest part today will be getting to Pryce with this damn ice puzzle.
It's a shame that life in Saudi Arabia became too hard for Cristiano Ronaldo, that he had to become a skiing nurse who works part-time as a gym trainer for some extra cash. He should have just come to America to play in MLS with Messi and make the big bucks.
I'm actually upset he's not playing in Miami with Messi right now because I would have used that for every one of my campaign ads in Florida. I could have marketed that I brought the 2 best players of this generation to the United States. Florida would have turned 70% blue in a heartbeat.
Don't mention Miami right now. Our editor is going to get. Oh, never mind, too late. He's been reminded that the Rangers choked against the Panthers again. He was just starting to get over it too.
We're getting really good at getting our sports reference of the episode out of the way pretty early. Sorry about that, editor, but going back to what you said earlier, you're right, Joe, I need to still do the intro for this episode. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 17 of President's Play Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke. It's your boy Barack today, ready to dismiss the fraud allegations for good. Not only are we going to defeat Pryce today, but we're going to march right into the Goldenrod radio tower and get the basement key so George can get rid of Team Rocket once and for all. How are you boys doing today?
Doing mighty fine, my good buddy. I'm ready to sit back and watch this masterclass you've been cooking up. I just know you're going to walk through this fire gym, and then by the end of next episode, we'll show Donald and Joe who the best rocket exterminators are in Johto.
You 2 junior trainers showing us up? Don't make me laugh, George. We both know that you're minor leaguers compared to Joe and I. You don't need to make the flashy plays. You just need to not completely screw up everything we do. As for this gym, you should have it in the bag, Obama. You can either run surf with mystery or bone meringue with Poliwrath. Don't overthink things and just take care of business.
While I won't get the chance to use our new shiny Pokemon since it would melt in no time at all in this gym, I'm very happy overall with getting the fire type. You're right that I have plenty of options here, Donald. As long as there's not nonsense around every corner, like my last episode, I should have no issue making my guarantee a reality.
That's what we like to hear, buddy. I can't lie, I was really worried when I saw how nervous you were when you walked in this room with those sweaty palms. But right now you look like a pillar of confidence. And I just know the allegations are going to go right in the void chest.
I see you're referencing one of the mods in our Minecraft server, Biden. It's so much better than just throwing everything in lava or a cactus like a barbarian. But for those of you who aren't aware, we host a Bedrock Minecraft server in the PokeForce 1 Discord. If you would like to join, the link to the Discord is in the description of this video, where it always is, and then you can scroll over to the Minecraft Bedrock section to get the join code. Everyone is welcome.
Unless you're a griefing piece of shit, that is. We've had to roll back that damn server with backups a handful of times because people turn into Obama when he sees Yemen. It's a no griefing server with a 0 tolerance policy, so don't be that person who ruins everyone's good time. But hang on a second there, Joe. Did you say Obama had sweaty palms? I swear I smelled some bad BO, but is that where it's coming from? Barack, did you clean your damn hands before you started using the Game Boy?
Hey, that's not me. I don't have sweaty palms. It's probably some week old ice cream that Biden left in his desk or something.
How dare you, Barack? I would never leave ice cream in my possession not eaten. That is an absolute assault on my character, and I refuse to take that lying down. Yeah, Donald, he's been so nervous about this episode, he's been sweating all day. And I don't remember seeing him wash his hands at all before using the Game Boy.
Oh, so you'll let him call you sleepy, geriatric, demented, and the list goes on? But now you're on his side? You're more of a traitor than Micah Bell.
Wait, Micah was a traitor? What the fuck, Barack? I was only in chapter 4. Thanks for spoiling that game for me, you asshole. What are you going to say next? Arthur dies? John ends up becoming a decent father? Bill never becomes a smart and reliable member of the gang? Yeah, like those things will ever happen, I'm just getting upset. All of those things end up happening, don't they?
I mean, did you think he was really going to live seeing this game was a prequel, and he's not in the next game? Also, if you had any hope for Bill Williamson, you would have a better chance of Donald shedding 50 pounds before the election. Please don't tell me you were waiting to play that game until you finished playing Red Dead 2.
Magical bird of fire, I pray to you, please take down 2 of our team members in this battle. We need to get Bill back in this building yesterday. Get this motherfucker out of here. My entire weekend plans of playing this game from Friday night through Sunday night are ruined, I tell you.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? This Game Boy is covered in sweat. Jesus Christ, Barack. Do you know how hard these things are to find in good condition? It's 2024, not 2000. I swear if this thing shows any signs of slowing down, I'll go get old Betsy and Joe slash her arm.
Okay. First off, the original Red Dead game came out in 2010, and the sequel came out in 2018. It's been 14 years and 6 years, respectively. The no spoilers period is over. As for you, Donald, I'm sorry that I'm a little nervous. Do you really think I want to go live in a lab somewhere in the desert with Rick Sanchez handling clones? You could just guarantee Michelle finding a way to get a clone of Paul? I don't want to fucking leave. I'll clean the Game Boy later.
Holy shit, I thought that was the end for Mewtwo. Seeing how bad its regular attack stat was on Hyper Beam, I thought his special attack would be busted. Okay, we're changing the subject before he actually does lose 2 Pokemon in this battle. Holy shit, please don't be a fucking crit. Oh my God, that was way too fucking close. New rule. Unless we catch one, no more prayers to day 1. We're moving on to donations, and there is to be no more discussion about amazing Rockstar games or sweat. George, please read the first donation.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll just move on to donations. Barack, for real, no more goddamn spoilers. I'm sure there's still a lot more great content in the middle of the game. Our first donation came from St. James, sent $866. It's a $5 donation welcoming us back and that he can't wait for the character development. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the development of Barack as a sweaty man and spoiler of God-tier games. Thank you again, James.
Oh my God, fine, I'll go wash my hands and reapply my deodorant. There's no pleasing you guys sometimes. Biden, just play for me until I get back.
Quality gameplay, and the next donation coming right up. It came from one of our regulars, Legendary Gamer. He expects Barack to have a huge episode, and he also answered our community question from last week. He thinks that Ash versus Gary and Pikachu versus Electivire was the best battle. Thank you again for another donation, buddy.
I was reading over the comments, and a lot of people mentioned Pikachu against Electivire. It was a great battle, to say the least, between the original rivals. And talk about an overpowered Pokemon in the anime. Whenever you see one of those two-tailed beasts, you know shit is about to go down. Anyway, our next donation came from the greatest ring promoter in wrestling history. Our boy Presidential Gaming Drive not only throws us some British people money, but also lays a smackdown on game producer Six's candy ass. His favorite battle was the lead-off to the Generation 5 anime. And yet, talk about a level down. Pikachu went from taking down a legendary dragon to losing to a Pokemon and trainer in its first battle. That's some real quality consistency. Thanks again, though, you amazing creator.
Let's keep this donation train going with Yeah You Right 8,661. It's a $5 donation and has an incredibly base take by choosing May versus Dawn for the Wallace Cup Championship. Arguably 2 of the top 3, when it comes to best companions, Ash had the entire series duking it out in the final. That battle was simply incredible, as most coordinator battles were in the anime. It wasn't just about the strongest moves, but making them look absolutely badass. The gimmick with points and the clock also added a dynamic twist as well.
If they're 2 of your top 3, that means you're leaving out Misty or Brock, which is a massive hell no in any actual fan's book. Who do you have in your rankings?
Well, I think we can all agree Brock was the best companion by a long shot when you combine his usefulness, help to Ash, and overall time in the anime. I have Misty down at number 6 in my rankings, to be honest.
You have the Queen where? Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing with your life, man? It's Brock first, Misty second, Serena third, May 4th, and Dawn in 5th. Anyone with half a brain. Sorry, I mean, even Joe knows that's the proper order.
What the hell did I do to catch that stray? But the actual real order is Bonnie in first, Max in second, Dawn in third, May in fourth, and Serena is in fifth. That's common knowledge, gentlemen.
Well, for starters, you definitely have half a brain confirmed watching you slide around this puzzle like a penguin separated from its family. But hold on a second. Bonnie, Max, Dawn, Joe. Did you just rank them based on the youngest being the best?
Obviously. When it comes to kids, the younger the better. You never want them
that's
too
the end
old.
of this discussion. Folks, our comment question this week is regarding Ash's companions. We want your top 5 and your least favorite companion. And if you choose anyone other than Tracy for the worst, you're just wrong. End of story. That's something even we all agree on.
Was that Tracy slander I heard? I'm back and we're all for it.
Unfortunately, we're going to cut the conversation short because it took a turn only possible with Biden at the wheel. But with you back, this puzzle can be solved now. Are you ready to get our 7th badge, Barack? This is your put up or shut up time. Don't blow it.
I've had a lot of time to think about this and I know what must be done. I've been a detriment to this team ever since the second time I played, but this streak ends today. I'm going to have a clean episode and send Pryce into retirement. It's time to channel the form I had at the end of Yellow, and I'm going to do it all by myself without my Ultra Super Saiyan powers. The comeback arc starts now.
Incoming banger. Turn up those fucking speakers.
I walk the path of struggle, my spirit worn and torn. Lost some battles in this game, felt the weight of scorn. But through the darkest nights, I've seen the morning light. I'm rising up again, ready for the fight. Gonna catch 'em all, gonna stand tall. Believing in myself, I won't let my team fall. Through the highs and lows, where the challenge grows. Redemption's in my hands and everyone knows. Bush, Biden, Trump by my side. We all take our turns in the game of life and Pokemon. There's so much to learn. I let my friends get hurt, but I won't let them down. I'll train harder, grow stronger, take back that crown. Gonna catch 'em all, gonna stand tall. Believing in myself, I won't let my team fall. Through the highs and lows, where the challenge grows. Redemption's in my hands and everyone knows. In this crystal world where destinies unfold, I'm the champion of hope, my story's
Barack is
being
fucking back.
told. With courage in my heart and wisdom as my guide, I'll reclaim the glory with my friends by my side.
There you fucking go, Obama. Welcome back, baby.
If I knew all it took was some amazing music while you played, I would have done that a long time ago. But way to take down this gym with no problem, my man. It's good to have you right again.
Are we really going to pretend that beating a gym where the ace was a stage 1 starter is a big accomplishment? I mean, anybody
Shut the
could
fuck
have.
up,
Up, Donald.
Where I come from, it's very rude and nasty to yell mean things at other people. Not nice at all.
Hey, way to go, Sherlock. You noticed we were in a gym with one of the easier types and the gym leader didn't get good Pokemon. Nobody fucking cares. It's all about getting Obama's mental in the right place. I can only imagine the amount of pressure he's been under with the viewers and the 3 of us in this room for losing our team members. While it didn't have to be a technical masterclass, it was still a major stepping stone for our boy and one that he needed.
While Donald isn't wrong about what he said, thank you, Joe. Yeah, this battle meant a lot to me and I was really hoping to get out of this gym with a badge and no Pokemon for the Ripbox. I know the challenges ahead are going to be far greater, but it just feels like the monkey has been ripped off my back. For the first time in weeks, I actually have confidence again. And now nothing is going to stand in my way. I'm very aware that the Rockets and Goldenrod will probably be harder than that gym and I am so ready for it.
Well, if that's the case, then I apologize for belittling that win. Getting you right is more important than anything. Joe and George, you two are right. It doesn't matter if it was 3 Pidgeys or 3 legendaries. A win is a win, a badge is a badge, and we keep moving forward. We're 1 badge away from being able to challenge the Elite Four and reach the second half of the game. Good work so far today, Sweaty Man, and remember, job not done. You still got a radio tower full of rockets to deal with.
Except for the part about my perspiration, thank you, Donald. God, I really hope that doesn't become a thing people start calling me. But then again, it's better than being called a fraud. And trust me, I know there's a lot of battles awaiting me in here. And I know my guarantee still carries over to this tower as well. I said the entire episode, and not just the gym.
I don't think anyone here has any more doubts in you, Obama. Wrap this episode up strong and hand the sticks over to George next episode in a great spot. I saw you put Shendu at the lead since he's a little underleveled. The upside is he evolves in only 3 levels, so good looks getting him as much experience as possible.
I should be able to evolve it next episode. Because there were only 4 dragon types in Crystal, it means it will either evolve into a Kingdra, Dragonite or Dragonair that evolves again at level 40. That would be so sick if we had a Dragonite at this time next week. Prayers up to Lord Drake, boys.
The fuck you mean, Lord Drake? We stand Kendrick in this channel? Might as well change that W in your name to an L?
I meant Drake from the Orange Islands, you dipshit. He's the one that had the Dragonite that literally almost pulled off a reverse sweep against Ash's team all on its own. Bro was literally the epitome of a kid playing this game. He just leveled up 1 Pokemon and the rest were trash. Team Rocket may have fucked over Ash at the Indigo Plateau, but if they didn't add to Dragonite's fatigue, he really might have squandered that 4-1 lead. Train your entire team, man.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. I swear though, if Shendu evolves into a Dragonite, would we really want to use anyone else? I bet we could just walk through the entire game with our omnipotent king.
Well, first off, multiscale wasn't a thing in Generation 2, so an Ice-type attack could still send him to the Shadow Realm in a heartbeat. But there's no way we could throw the rest of the team, which we and the viewers have become so attached with, to the side for a single Pokemon. That's how we do things on this channel. A full team ready to fight at any given time.
Did anyone else just see that? When I revealed the password for today, it's help. What an idiot. Barack, go back there and say it to her so we can get some points. Oh man, this episode just gets better and better.
Pretty sure that was just sarcasm, Joe. But while you were gone, we actually saw that the prizes she had were nothing to be excited about. Was really hoping she would have some broken items like a Master Ball. But hey, in the end, Goldenrod City was really good to us by Whitney being a pushover and the Game Corner giving us Me Too.
Holy shit, you're right, George. How could I forget? Guys, we're in Goldenrod, so let's go back to the Game Corner after we get rid of Team Rocket. It's a sign that we need to go back there since we were brought here by pure chance and absolutely nothing else pertaining to something we need to do to proceed in the game. It's gambling time, baby.
No, 1,000 times no, and an absolutely fucking not on top just for kicks. You had your gambling time this series already, and if memory is correct, you absolutely lost all of our money that day. We literally needed to beat Whitney just to be able to afford enough coins to buy Me Too. You're an absolute bum at flip card. I'm just gonna say it. You're a lucky machine merchant. That's the only reason you got drone in yellow.
What did you just call me, Towers? Come on, stand on your business and repeat that last part.
You heard me, Hussein. I said you're a lucky machine merchant. You have a massive skill issue at the Game Corner, and I know it would be better if I played at the roulette tables when we get to Ruby. There are some pretty valuable moves there, so I'll clean house and show you what a real gambler looks like.
Donald, pass the popcorn. This is getting good.
While I would love to see this cat fight go on, I'm gonna have to put a stop to this now. If Barack gets tilted, we run the risk of a big mistake happening and losing a team member. We'll settle this in Generation 3. When we get to Mobile City, it will be George who plays at the Game Corner, and we'll see if he can truly back up his talk. Even though you know I'm the one who ran casinos and probably would be the best choice to play, but that's just thinking rationally.
Huff bankrupted casinos.
You little shit. No wait. I said I'm gonna remain cool, and there's only one way to shut everyone up for a minute and change the topic.
Montage?
You know it's sweaty. Play the music.
Put on that banger from earlier. I mean, this is good too, but that other song was amazing.
Saving it for the credits. Can't put it back to back, my man. The real ones will stay until the end.
We're 2 straight trainers just named Dancer Jonathan.
Everything about this randomization seed is perfect, and I will accept 0 slander.
We're almost there, boys. Just a few more to go.
We'll save your director lady, only slightly too old for me.
God damn it, Joe. And we're on to the 5th floor. Let's wrap this up, boys.
Nothing like a good montage to clear the air. Well done, Obama. You've carved up every trainer you've seen like a Thanksgiving turkey. You've absolutely killed it today, but there's still one last obstacle to overcome. Bring it on home.
That's the plan, and thank you, George. If I remember right, I believe this is a full battle, so not expecting this to be easy. We should be dealing with a team just about the same level as ours, so I'm going to really need to dial in. This is going to be way harder than Pryce.
What are you guys talking about? The director's not in any danger. He's literally right there. Oh wait, sorry, my bad. He's playing dress up as the director. Oh well, that would have made life a lot easier for us.
Did you not just hear us literally 5 seconds ago talking about this battle? Did you forget all of that, or were you just thinking about ice cream?
If I'm being honest, everything after the Industrial Revolution is kind of a blur to me. Do you guys think I might have some medical condition that pertains to memory loss? That can't be, though.
Of course not, Joe. We would never think you have dementia. What a crazy theory. Whenever I think of Joe Biden, I think of the sharpest mentals out there, a brilliant leader who everyone turns to in times of turmoil.
Wow, Donald, do you really mean that?
Obviously not, you senile dinosaur. Take your goddamn pills. If EA Sports released a yearly shitty video game for dementia, they would call this year's game Biden 25, like they named the football games after John Madden.
And that will do it for this not shiny version of Radiant. 1 down and 5 to go.
I just realized the trainer's name is Dancer Joe. Can you imagine if Biden was a dancer?
What do you mean, George? I'm a fantastic dancer. There's a reason they call it the Cotton Eye Joe. Sing it along with me. Where did you come from?
I'm
Where
going
did
to
you
have
go?
to cut that short. Sorry, Biden, but I've seen videos get demonetized for a lot less. I mean, hell, we had to re-upload the episode 1 through 10 movie because of what Harry Truman called Japanese people with one single word edited out. Also, you'll probably break your hip if you tried to do the Cotton Eye Joe at your advanced age. But I will thank you guys for giving me the strategy for beating Tyranitar. I know it's a tank when it comes to HP and special defense, but against physical attacks, it's useless.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Watching your child grow up from being an absolute liability to using his brain and playing the game properly, I think I'm going to cry. I'm so proud of you, little Barack.
Don't you ever call me your fucking child ever again?
All the rebellious teenage years. I remember when my kids were that age and yelled at me like that. The things you truly miss when they're all grown up and living their own lives. I guess him going through puberty also explains all the sweating and body odor.
Joe, I need to use the drones. Give them to me right now. I need to direct 1 to Florida and 1 to Texas this instant.
Look at you trying to be a big boy and trying to fly a drone. I think you're a little young for that. But tell you what, we got a few more donations to go. So if you read them off, maybe I'll let you sit on my lap while I fly the drones around to teach you the ropes.
You were literally my vice president, you zesty freak. If it wasn't for me, you would be just wasting away in fucking Delaware. But fine, you're right. We do need to read off the rest of the donations. The next one came from Drip 6529. He said episode 16 was a W video like George. He believed that I would turn things around, and I hope I proved that I can today. He also says that Trump is the best and Joe is awesome too. Thanks for the love, my man.
We've got a trio of donations from Ko-fi up next. Thank you again to everyone who donates through there so we get your full donation and YouTube can't take a cut. Longtime viewer Ram 420M is up next, and thank you for recognizing my talent, sir. He also agrees with Joe on the Ash versus Gary battle and gave you one hell of a pep talk, Obama. It clearly worked. Thank you for your donation, Ram.
Might be my favorite donation yet because it's from someone who actually got our sports reference last episode. It's for $5 from Guzman El Bueno. He's glad we're back and his favorite battle was at the beginning of the first Pokemon movie. You're absolutely right on how chill and just awesome that fight was on the big screen. Congrats again on your boys winning yet another Champions League, and with the roster you got probably the next few as well.
And last but certainly not least, it's our leading donator from last episode. King Onyx, he throws us 30 bones and never apologized for missing a week, buddy. We're grateful for all you do for this channel. He picks the Ash versus Surge battle for his answer to the comment question and knows that you need to have a strong bond with your team to be a champion. It's not as black and white to have the strongest Pokemon. You need to understand them, know how to use them, and thrive with them. Thank you, Onyx, and all who donated this episode. Now, how about we wrap this episode up in style, Barack? Put a cap on this masterpiece.
That is absolutely the plan, Joe. This rocket definitely has some good Pokemon, but they can't handle what we've got cooking. Poliwrath should be able to one-shot this no problem, and then we're on to his final Pokemon.
That last donation might have hid the fact that you brought in Shendu for a little extra experience this fight. A little risky, but when you're rolling, you trust your gut. That's going to be some sick gains, and also will put him to level 29 for sure. I will admit, though, it's a shame that Tyranitar got the short end of the stick in this randomization. To see it go down in one hit by an equal level Pokemon just doesn't seem right. Holy shit, did that just say Fire Blast? Our dragon, which has a much better special attacking stat now, knows an Ice and Fire type attack. We need to do literally everything to keep this guy alive and allow it to thrive. Nobody screw this up.
Seeing we have killed off basically every Pokemon just seconds before evolving like Tree, Zeke and Snoop odds are at Fate's next episode. I'm begging you to buck the trend, George. If you let Shendu faint next episode, I swear I'm going to break down the wall and allow all the immigrants to flood into Texas. You have one fucking job. Don't blow it.
You never even got the wall built, so that's an emptier threat than your bank account after lawyer fees Donald. But don't worry, Shendu isn't going to faint and will become a fixture of this team for episodes to come. If we can keep it alive, it will most definitely be on our final team, no questions asked, with this busted moveset.
I know she's confused, and leaving her in probably isn't the smartest move, but I just want to see Fire Blast once from our point of view. It's such an awesome move, and who knows, maybe it will hit hard.
Oh, hell yeah. Even as a baby Shendu can smack that higher level around like it's nothing. Go for the kill, Barack.
I fully intend to joke. Shendu, burn it to a crisp. Fire Blast now. Or maybe not, and we just switch to make sure disaster doesn't strike at the end of this episode.
The old Barack would have made a misplay and just said fuck it right there. Thank you for not screwing that up. Maybe there is hope it gets to level 30 after all. Me too can finish the job off with a drill peck, no problem.
And Drill Peckett, I shall to put this battle to bed in a clean 6-0 sweep, and put this episode to bed with the fraud allegations long gone. I know it's been rough for me lately, but I want to take a minute to thank everyone who had my back knowing I would return to peak form. That is going to do it for today, but don't you dare think about missing next week when George takes over and finishes off Team Rocket once and for all. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Do not miss it indeed. Great job once again, Obama, and for the first time we've gone entirely through the rotation without losing a Pokemon. How's that for progress? Don't forget to answer the comment question, and we'll see you amazing people next week.
The PokeForce 1 Discord just hit over 500 members, and if you haven't joined yet, you really are missing out. The link to join is in the description below, and we can't wait for you to be there with us.
Play that banger again.
Gonna catch 'em all.